Hello? Hello?
We want.
Hello? Oh, so I'm here with you, boy, and I guess he's a little upset today.
Yeah, someone ate my cookies.
Don't
They were chocolate chip.
don't say that because I'm hungry.
Did you eat my cookies?
I just said I'm hungry, so why would I be hungry if I ate cookies?
Because if you ate my cookies, you're probably hungry because they help you poop.
They're not Raisin Bran.
Okay, let's start over. Okay, three, two.
It's you, girl, here with you, boy.
Hey,
Today we're gonna be talking about what is it exactly?
I suppose we can talk about our social lives. Like, how did we get around making friends out of strangers, you know? Because every stranger is a friend if you give them the chance. Or just plain old jerks, but we can talk about our experiences. Like, say, how 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 was your experience like on a public bus?
Um, I've never been on a bus by myself.
Man, you're so sheltered.
I'm a woman.
There's plenty of women I met on the bus.
We can talk about that though, because when you were talking about how you went on your little walk at 2 in the morning, like I could never do that. Like something would happen to me, or at least I'm scared something will happen to me.
Okay, maybe we can make this and how men or women fit in today's society.
We can talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
Just
Well,
just our lives in general, as you know.
yeah, yeah. Well, as a guy at that time, I didn't really even think about danger or even getting like mugged or stabbed or even raped, because even guys can get raped.
I mean, exactly.
Um, But like I wasn't thinking about it. I was just walking like to clear my head. So I guess I was preoccupied already. So I didn't walk too far. I kind of walked around one block. Walked around a gas station, um, this educational building, and then went around full circle a few times. Um, my goal at the time was just go from light post to light post. So that was it. I didn't have like a place to go, just kind of find the light, follow it, and find the other one. And when that guy, if you guys remember, said like, "What the heck am I doing?" or whatever, that's when I got scared. Because like, it's like, "Oh shoot, what am I doing?" It's like 2 in the morning. I'm here in the dark,
You weren't expecting to
walking around.
see another person.
Um, yeah, I guess not.
I mean, what was he doing?
I should have asked him. Well, whatever. I just walked off. But what would you do in my situation? In that situation?
I mean, not saying it doesn't happen to guys because obviously it does, but like I don't even want to go walking like at 8 o'clock at night. Like I can't.
Hmm.
I guess that
Um,
also. I mean, I also do have anxiety, but I think that that's just like a general thing with a lot of women, though.
Yeah, I mean, women do have to be safe. I mean, you guys are little flowers, delicate little flowers. JK. No, I know some tough women out there. It just so happens to be that you girl isn't one of them.
I
I
mean,
remember you would scream when I would pretend like to run at you or something.
you know what? I would still do that.
No, you got a little braver, over the years. Um, but I think men and women just are naturally, well, of course, are different, but like when it comes to social interactions are different. There's different kinds of people too. I mean, there's women that go out there and throw themselves around. They're called whores or sluts, whatever.
Okay.
And then there's women that are prim and proper, and they're like
What
ladies.
can I ask you what makes someone a slut and what makes someone a lady?
Well, someone that makes what makes the difference is the slut will go out there. not too much clothes on, which is most of the population nowadays. And chat with any guy that they think looks good. And I'm grateful for those ladies. Thank you. I mean, they're not ladies. I mean, thank you, sluts. You're a lot of fun.
You know what?
But
Maybe
ladies, what?
maybe this was a bad idea.
No, we're committed. The people, this is what they want. Um, at least I think. Maybe people should leave comments of like what they want to hear. And we could talk about that. Anyways, and what makes a lady is, she's conservative. She dresses nice. She looks pretty without having to reveal too much skin. Um, she tries not to swear, and she can hang out with guys, but like she does it differently. A slut would like kind of like lounge around with a guy, but a lady she'll sit across the table or across the couch even
Is,
and have a nice chat.
is this something you genuinely believe?
Well, what's your take? That's my take as a guy.
I mean, so men can swear, but women can't.
I mean, sure, anyone can swear. It's a free country, man.
But in
Pakistan's a free country, man.
but in your belief,
Well, in my head, in the perfect woman and perfect slut.
perfect.
Like I would guess I'm stereotyping. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Stereotypical slut and lady.
I mean, a woman could act like how you're describing, and she could sleep with a bunch of guys. Does that make her a slut?
Yeah.
Because she sleeps with people?
I mean, if a guy sleeps with a bunch of people, does that make him a slut?
By your definition, yes.
I don't feel like it is. I think he's
Exactly.
I think it's just a guy that gets lucky.
I
I'm up
think
all night to
I
get
think
lucky.
you just have a bunch of you're just a misogynist.
I do massage a lot of people.
Anyway,
So what makes a lady and makes a slut for you, huh?
I don't think a slut exists.
Okay. And why?
I mean, just because of how someone dresses or just because they sleep like how what number is a lot to you to sleep with someone?
Hmm. Like in a day, a week,
Just like in total, like different
like in total?
like
Like throughout their life?
yeah, like different bodies.
Hmm. If it's more than 8, I
Oh,
would say like well, it depends how old are they too. Like are they like our age?
oh, I guess we could go with like a 20
Because
year old.
like yeah, 20-year-old. So if it's more than like 12, I think you're like you know, um, because there's also teen moms out there, and I'm not saying that they're sluts. It's just that people make, well, I'm not gonna say it's a mistake either. People make choices that they might, you know, not most people would make.
So
Um,
if a 20-year-old guy said, "Oh, I've slept with more than 12 people," you would say he's lucky.
um, no, I wouldn't, because if
You would
he's,
call him a slut then.
but like, did he sleep with 12 people in a week, a day, or a year?
In his whole life.
His whole life, and then no, he's good. I mean, he had to sleep with a lot of people, um, a little too fast if he did it the legal way, at 18. Because that's like 2 years worth, and so I had to be 6 women average, for each year, for every 2 months. I say that's a good amount. I mean, that's how you get
But
STDs and
you just
all,
said for women it's a lot.
sleeping around. It is a lot. I guess because I have women at a higher standard than a man. Because a man, he could be stinky and gross, but a woman, she has to be clean and pretty.
Exactly, this is my point. Like people have these expectations on women and men can do whatever and nobody cares.
Because well, women have like an important job. They provide children, and children are the greatest resource. You know what I'm saying? because children become people, and people get jobs
But
and
then
become presidents and
then
all.
that's implying the only thing that women are good for is having kids.
They're good for raising them too.
No, I don't even know if you're like being for real or not because
I mean, women are women. They try to play grown up, but they're good just in the kitchen. Stay in the kitchen, sweetie.
shut up and make me a
No, it's joking.
sandwich.
Yeah, shut up and make it. No, for real though. And women, I mean, I know a few women that could kick my ass. Um, even for just saying stuff like
I
this.
think your sister could.
I don't know. She can't beat me up.
I would bet money on that.
Okay. 2020, the grandest fight between a brother and sister.
You boy and you sister.
You boy and you sister. And if you want to buy tickets, you can go to www.siblingsfight.com and purchase them.
I guess we could
Yeah.
talk about our social life, navigating social lives, I guess.
Okay. How do you want to start?
I mean,
Like, does this kind of social? Like, we're posting, but we're not interacting with people
I
unless they leave
mean,
comments.
I guess you could just say like we're putting ourselves out there, but that's all.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Not
whoa. I'm not
in.
letting
Okay,
stuff out
okay.
there.
We're just presenting ourselves.
Whoa, whoa,
And if people want to take that,
whoa. You girl. Woo. All right, for real though. Let's put on the big boy pants. Or big girl pants. I mean, doesn't matter. Either one fits.
does it?
Yeah, I can fit in. You might use sister's pants if I
Are you
try.
being for real?
I mean, who cares if I wear a skirt sometimes? Is that
I
a
mean
problem?
equality.
You got a
No,
problem?
I'm saying it's equality.
I think, guys, I think she's a homophobe.
What?
Nah, JK. No, no. I only wear skirts if a girl's on me.
Anyway,
So how do we start? Come on, and enough of me making jokes. Come on. Show me what a woman can do. Wow.
misogyny manifests in numerous ways, i-
You go with that.
including social exclusion, sex discrimination, hostility.
Man, you can't even
It also
speak.
includes not being able to read, patriarchy, male privilege, belittling of women, disenfranchisement, disenfranchis,
Stop trying to make big words work and go make a sandwich.
disenfranchise. Okay, violence against violence against women and sexual objectification. I guess we could talk about
Yeah.
male privilege in our social interactions.
Well, usually pimps are guys.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, because like all of that sounds like a pimp to me.
What?
Yeah, what you said? That sounds like what a pimp does.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about men and women.
Oh, that they're misogynist?
Yeah, yeah, that because like that description
Oh,
of a misogynist sounds just like a pimp.
I mean, yeah.
So I guess I'm a misogynist.
A man who controls prostitutes and arranges clients for them, taking part of their earnings in return.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make that claim about myself, but if that's what you want to do,
Well, I'm open for business. Anyone interested? I got all kinds of ladies here. Most of them are pillows,
You're
but don't worry
you
about
boy, you're gonna
that.
get thrown back into jail.
Yeah, okay, fine. Got cool. My parole officer won't be too happy.
You're on probation.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, I mean, I'm trying to think of like examples.
Think faster. Because if you want me to make more jokes, then that will get us hated. And even probably even flagged. Always think fast.
I could talk about the different examples of like discrimination.
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's talk about that. Man, this episode is just changed
I
so much.
mean, we can talk about the clothes thing. You
Okay.
know, when people say, "Oh, she deserved it because of the way she dresses and because she slept with people."
Oh, no, I don't
I
say
mean, I'm
that.
not saying you say that, but other guys definitely do, and other women too. You know,
Well, yeah. Like your mom. W wouldn't she say that about you if you dress that way?
I don't think she really cares
Oh, then why don't you dress that way?
because I'm not
Because you care. You're not what? You're not what?
because I'm not comfortable with showing my body. But that's just because I have body
Mm,
issues.
okay, fine. You got away this time.
Actually, I could read a little
What's
excerpt.
that? Oh. You're not showing so many points for the girls team right now.
um, good thing. Never mind. Here's my little speech. I would be complex. I would be cool. They'd say I played the field before I found someone to commit to, and that would be okay for me to do. Every every conquest I had made would make me more of a boss to you. I'd be a fearless leader. I'd be an alpha type. When everyone believes you, what's that like? I'm so sick of running as fast as I can, wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of them coming at me again, because if I was a man, then I'd be the man.
Are those lyrics from Taylor Swift?
They say I'd hustle,
Oh my God.
put in the
Do
work. They wouldn't
you?
shake their heads and question how much of this I deserve. What I was wearing, if I was rude, could all be separated from my good ideas and power moves. And they would toast to me, oh, let the players play.
Just sing it.
I'd be just
Just
like
sing it.
Leo in San Tropez, and I'm so okay. Anyway, I have a question for you. What's it
What?
like to brag about raking in dollars and getting bitches and models?
It's easy.
Because if I was out flashing my dollars, I'd be a bitch, not a baller.
You are.
They paint me out to be bad, so it's okay that I'm mad.
You do it yourself.
Anyway, that's another example.
Yeah, it is a good song, I
Yeah,
have
it's
to
pretty
admit.
catchy. Um, you
Yeah.
know, when men are showing leadership, they're just a boss. But if a woman is showing leadership, she's aggressive and she's a bitch. And
Well, usually in a pack, the alpha female is a bitch by definition.
okay, I,
Well, it's like when a woman's mad, because I've met plenty of bitches in my day.
from being a pimp.
Um, she well, usually if I'm their pimp, they're no bitch to me.
Anyway,
Except for Gretchen. Gretchen, oh my God, jeez,
I don't even
Gretchen.
think
If you're listening to this, Gretchen,
I
I'm
don't
coming
even
for my
think we're gonna
money.
be able to post this.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, I don't know. Women, if they're mean and gruff and tough, then you automatically think, hey, they're a bitch. And when a guy is like that too, he's a dick, not a boss. Because men and women can be equally bad. I mean, men and women can do the same things. So men and women can um be in an abusive relationship and be the abuser. Um, that's just my argument point right there.
I mean that's true, but I mean in like a work setting.
Well, if you're in a work setting, like what do you mean?
Like, like, I guess just in work in general, like, it's mostly men who are at the top
It's because men work
and
hard.
women don't.
Well, what kind of job you're talking about? Because it also depends. Like, are you flipping burgers? Are you on a computer? Are
I mean,
you
even
digging
think
a
about
ditch?
politics. Like, we still haven't had a female president.
Just because the people voted for a male
But the
president.
thing is, Miss Hillary got more votes.
But the electoral college voted in
Favor of
our
a
dumbass
little.
favor of a dumbass little. He's actually pretty tall. I freaked out when I saw how tall he was.
You saw him in person?
Yeah, I mean, me and him are tight. He comes over and gives me a few hundos, and yeah, me and the Trump man.
I wouldn't go bragging about that, but
Hey, if he's giving me my money, I mean, I'll be happy to. So this is a little part of the podcast where we're going to do an ad read. Donald Trump,
no, no,
2020
no, no. That's canceled.
presidential
That's
election.
canceled. That's canceled. You boy might stand for that, but I don't.
No, I don't. But let's go back to the workplace. I mean, also politics. There's plenty of women that are outspoken. Who's that governor in that one state? She's like she's I think it might is it Indiana? Who's the governor of our
I
state?
don't
Michigan.
know.
Look it up, Miss looking up lyrics over there. Who's the governor of Michigan?
Gretchen.
See? Uh-huh, it's a woman. A woman. And it's Gretchen too. Gretchen, I'm coming from I told you. I told you Gretchen was a bitch. I didn't even know. Gretchen, you're going behind my back and becoming a governor? Oh my God,
That
Gretchen.
is one example.
Yes, Gretchen. I mean, I'm proud of you. Good job. I didn't think you'd go from the streets to being the governor of our state. But wow, congratulations. Is there any laws that she's trying to pass in our state right now?
Um, Not that I'm aware of.
Um, how does she do with the coronavirus? Like, what's the opinion on that?
I hope she has a brain when it comes to that. I'm currently looking up the list of female governors in the US.
Uh, how many out of all 51? Wait, is it 52 states? It might be 52.
There's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
8 out of 52 or 51? That's imbalance right there, I do have
Uh-huh.
to say. But everyone gets their seat at the table because people have put them there, not them putting themselves there, you know what I'm saying?
You want to talk about what?
Let's say what about nursing? There's a lot more females than men being nurses, you know what I'm saying?
Did you ever consider why though?
No.
I mean,
Well, why is there more men than women politicians?
we can't really compare the politics to that though.
Yeah, well, running a hospital is a lot like running a state or even a town. Being a head nurse or even a doctor, there's two different things there. And there's a lot more female doctors nowadays too.
But
You
it's
gotta admit
also
that.
because when you think of a nurse, you usually think of a woman.
I
A
think of a
nurse?
man. You sound real
And when
sexist
you
right
think of a
now.
doctor, you usually think of a man.
I think
Okay,
of a
let's be real
woman.
here. And a lot of men usually don't want to become nurses because it is seen as a feminine thing. And, you know,
What about maids and
a maid
janitors?
is a woman.
And a janitor is a man? I think a maid could be a man and a janitor could be a
But
woman.
isn't maid like the actual term for like a woman who cleans?
Look it
Yeah,
up.
maid means a
What does the word maid?
domestic female servant.
Huh. Okay. I actually didn't know that. Domestic female servant. So what if we get a wild female servant? Like, just catch one out in the field and take her in and to clean our house.
I
She
mean,
wouldn't be domestic,
anyway,
huh?
why do you think it's so looked down upon to be feminine? Like every time guys do something, they're like, "Oh, that's so gay," because they associate they that's also another thing. Homophobia.
Well, there's plenty of men that want to be women.
So they're trans,
It's called being
so they're not
transgender.
men, they're
Yeah,
women.
but they used to be men, according to the birth
But in their
certificate.
mind, they're always a woman.
Yeah, but think about what kind of instruments they have.
Oh,
Like,
I have a story regarding that actually.
so, well, you can tell in a minute. I want to make this point first. Um, so if a person took off their clothes and you saw certain genitalia, would you say that they're a man or a woman?
Here we go. My story pertains to that actually. So it was sophomore
Okay, let's
year,
go.
and these girls were arguing about transgender people, and they were like, "So if someone pulled down their pants and they showed you their genitalia, what would you say?" And they used me as an example. They pointed me and they said, "If she took off her pants, what would you
Of
say?" And I
course.
was like, they didn't think I could hear them, by the way. But I have supersonic hearing, so I heard. And you know what? If someone did that to me, I would say, "Oh, that's a vagina. That's a penis." I wouldn't say that's a man or that's a girl
Hmm.
because
What would do those parts
a
associate
female
to,
and a
though?
male, though, and that's different.
Wait, so a man and a woman is different from
Yeah,
female and male? How's that different? They're just different names for the same thing.
but
Like you're a female, I'm a
our
male,
bodies are
and then
our
I'm a
bodies
woman,
are
you're
though.
a man. Yeah, so do you think you're a man?
No,
Because I think I'm a woman. I think I'm
if
a
that's
woman,
what you believe, then okay.
but
That has
I have a
nothing to do with
penis.
it.
So what do you mean? I mean, that's what I have. I mean, every time I take a
But
piss
that doesn't correlate.
or like take a, how's that not curly? If I had a vagina, I would be sitting
You
down,
know,
not standing
intersex
up.
people also exist.
And those are a very,
I know,
very
so would you
small
say
amount
they're
of
a man or
people.
a woman?
Well, it depends what gender is bigger. Because intersex people, when you actually look at them, their body parts are smaller. Like, say, if they're a male, their vagina would be a lot smaller than their penis. And if they're a female, their penis would be a lot smaller than their vagina.
But it,
So it's almost kind of like a deformity, like a extra hand or
yeah, it's
extra
their chromosomes.
earlobe.
So if
Hmm.
so if an
So do you
intersex
think,
person said, "I'm a man," and then you're like, "Okay, pull down your pants," and they showed you, would you try to be like, "No, but you're also a woman"?
well, if they're a male and their
Oh my
penis is
God.
bigger than their vagina, then I would say
What
I would
does
say they're a
your
male.
pee-pee have to do with anything?
I mean, it has to do with a lot of things. It's how we function. It's how we live. Because without exerting bodily waste, we wouldn't be able to survive. We'd be poisoned by our own filth. So
I'm not
peeing has
saying it's
everything
not
to do with it.
important, but imagine it like you have you ever heard of jazz?
Jazz? Oh, the guy. Well, what's the woman, right?
Yes, and she was like, I don't know how old, like 5, 6, 7 years old, and she tried to chop it off. So what would you say that is
Hmm.
then? Yeah,
That they have a mental disorder. Because people also want to chop off their fingers, and that means they also have a mental
but
disorder.
being trans is actual mental thing though.
It's a mental thing.
That
So it means that I'm, because I'm not mentally, I don't have a mental disorder.
well, their their body doesn't match what's in their mind, so that's why they transition.
Well, that means they're malfunctioning. We it does not compute. Beep beep beep. I'm joking. I'm just playing devil's advocate, everyone. If you haven't left and you stuck around to
I'm
hear this, I
I'm
do I do I do sympathize with
I'm
people of the
surprised I
trans
haven't left.
community. You actually thought it was for real
Yeah.
or what? I'm just using arguments my dad brings up. That's why.
Well,
At least it filled up the
and
time. I
now
mean, now
everyone
we're up
hates
to 30
us.
minutes in this.
They hate you. They hate you.
No, no. If guys stick around. I'm here. I love the men, women, and the women, men. I'll
Are you
kiss them
coming
both
out?
equally. Because wait, so if I were to love, wait. What you just said right now, if I were to make love to a man that says that he's a woman, does that make me gay?
If he's a man,
No, no, he's a woman. In his head, he's a
then
woman.
stop calling him he.
I said he's a woman though.
If
So he's
they
a
are
woman, not a
presenting
man.
as a woman and you find women attractive, then you're just straight.
And actually, so that means that none
I
of
don't know
us are
about
gay,
none
right?
of us.
No, I mean like between me and that person having sex.
No.
Does that make me gay? Oh, thank God.
If you
Oh man. I've been battling that since like
if you
yesterday.
see
Whew.
I mean, there are probably many trans people that you've met and that you didn't even realize.
Yeah.
So if you saw a random girl walking down the street and you were attracted to her, then you're just attracted to her. I
No, I'm not
if
attracted
you
to
okay, if
anyone,
you found
although
her
it seems like it
attractive,
is.
then you find her attractive. And if you found out that she was trans, I mean, maybe you wouldn't want to sleep with her.
There's there's pretty men out there. I think men can be
Okay, but
handsome
that's
or pretty. So that means
yeah,
that
well,
means I
but
find
I'm
them
saying there's
attractive.
a difference of like I'm
So your
saying you can
argument doesn't
find
really
her
make sense.
attractive.
But why are you saying
It's a
her?
girl. Yes, it is a
It's
girl.
a, it's
How
not
is it not
her.
a girl?
No, it's not. How do you know? No, okay, hand me the
You're not
binoculars and I
even
will look right
listening to
now.
me.
Oh, oh yeah, you're right. It is. Oh, girl, you're right. I'm using the binoculars so I can see
Okay,
it's a
okay.
girl
Let me
now.
set up a scene for you
Thank
then.
you.
If you were talking to a girl that you
Okay.
liked, and maybe like a month in, she's like, "Oh, by the way, I want to let you know
Mm-hmm.
I'm trans and I haven't had surgery."
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
I'd be like, that's all right, baby. Pull them down.
Genuinely.
How does a woman get a penis? Is there
Like
surgery
a
for that?
girl wanting to become a man? Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah.
can make
Or
one.
they just have to, is there?
They get skin from your
How? Like
arm.
with what? Like that's gonna be one lip dick.
If you cousin actually listens to this, then I'm sorry.
He's probably gonna be cracking up like heck. Um, I don't know. Hopefully we're not like confusing people like
He just
by my
doesn't know how to
jokes
take
and stuff.
anything seriously.
Yeah, I don't know how to take anything seriously because guys, I have to come out. I am a clown. Look at if you see my face, I look just like a clown. I have a big old red nose, white face, purple hair, curl and curls and what's it
Afro
called?
wig?
Um, no, a perm. I have it in a perm. Yeah, honk honk. Well, I gotta take out my old clown shoes and get some
We talked about like
roller
five
skates put on
different
them.
things.
Well,
I
that's good. I
mean,
mean, we're a
while we're at
variety
it, do you want to talk
channel, you
about
know what I'm
racism?
saying?
I mean, you've been talking about a wall, so
Okay.
just to let you guys
As a
know,
joke about
we
mermaids.
we are not white,
Keep,
so we can joke about this.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we're both Amerindian,
No,
right? What's it called? But
it's a
mermaids, is that a
species.
race or like a species? So you can't be racist to a mermaid?
No.
I mean,
Um,
they have brains
a
and stuff, and they speak,
Aboriginal people
or at least in
are in
cartoons.
Australia. They're Australians.
Yeah, yeah, what are you talking about, mate?
I can't do an accent.
Okay, I can't do one either with my Michigan accent. Um, but you have green skin, so if I was racist to you, like saying calling you grass skin or green skin, you're like, hey, greenie, like, am
Um,
I being racist to you?
what I was gonna say, I was gonna say something bad. Um, I'm allowed to say
No,
this word though. So what if I went up to you and
or
said,
say
"Hey, wetback, is that racist?"
it. Um, it's more. I see it more as an insult, really.
What about
Um,
beaner?
but yeah, it's still offensive. That one I never got.
I don't
What
know,
does that mean?
but like my parents used to call me that. So I don't. It kind of. It doesn't like offend me. It just kind of makes me laugh
Oh,
because I think of my parents.
yeah. Well, beaner is. I don't know. I don't say that one as offensive. It just sounds dumb. Um, if anyone else has a racist slur, put them down in the comments. No, I'm joking. Don't do that.
There.
Don't do that. Don't
Wait.
put
The
racist
term
slurs in the
originates
comments.
from the prevalence of pinto beans and other beans in Mexican cuisine. But
That's it. Because we eat beans. So if I were to say it to an Asian guy, hey, ricer, like, does he
that.
eat
Yeah.
rice? Is
Exactly.
that, well, maybe that is offensive.
Um.
Huh. Or what if I say that to a white
Casserole.
guy, like, hey,
That's the only thing they eat.
Cass,
See,
hey, what's up, casserole?
exactly because you
That
can't be
doesn't sound like an
racist towards
insult.
white people. It just sounds funny. Here, the
What's up,
word
snowflake?
was first seen in print in 1965.
Called them cracker and honky.
Oh, they used to call us bean eater. These people were
Bean
unoriginal.
eater? Yeah, I know. It sounds like something I would make up. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm a time traveler. Woo. Um, I don't know, man.
Wetback, first used in the
Racism.
1920s from the presumed effects of swimming or across the Rio Grande. That place sounds
Huh.
familiar.
Yeah, it does.
Fort
Maybe it's a
Michigan.
place in Michigan that we live in. Yep. I mean, we could run off to Canada. Would they call us real wetbacks if we like swam across the
Also the
river over
Mississippi
there?
River.
Oh yeah, totally. Mississippi. Take a
Um,
sip out of
have
there.
you had any experiences with racism?
I think I have. Yes. Okay. So I was riding on the bus, right? I was going to work, and there's this guy sitting next to me, and I said, "Hey, do you hear that music?" And he said, "Well, is it mariachi?" I said, "No, it's jazz." And he was like, "Oh." And then we drove like past this restaurant that there was a band outside and they were playing jazz. They said, "Oh yeah." And this happened to my friend. We were at this place, like in a line, and he was watching, um, okay, he was watching something on his phone, and the some lady asked him, "Oh, what are you watching? Soccer?" And he said, "No, basketball." And you can totally tell it was basketball. I mean, he had it right there on the table, and it was like clearly basketball, but like she thought it was soccer because we both, we're both Mexican. Uh, and she even was embarrassed too. She was like, "Oh yeah." Oh man, that was funny though. It was funny.
Um,
But yeah. Well, what about you?
I just
Did
remember
you?
this one time I was probably like 10 or 9. My dad and I went into this like small store, and the owner was a white lady, and she just started following us like really closely um around the whole store. Even though there was other
Mm,
customers, like why couldn't she check on anyone else? But and also my dad is like way um darker than I am too. So maybe she thought he was about to
hmm.
steal something.
Maybe.
He's
I
been
mean, your dad
here
just
and
looks
there, you
shifty.
know.
Um, I felt like this happened to me and you, sister, at a store a few times. But yeah.
No.
You ever stolen anything?
Well, you're not
I've
helping the
stolen something.
stereotype.
Well, anyone could steal. You don't have to be a racist to steal, you racist. Um, I stole some crayons.
Okay.
That was it.
I've definitely
It
wanted
was
to,
nothing
but then
bad.
I
It was just
get too
crayons.
scared, so I just don't. Oh my gosh, that was
Remember when I
so
stole those
funny.
M&Ms?
She like she looked at you
Yeah.
and then didn't even do anything. I guess she just didn't care.
Yeah.
I mean, also they're like trained to
Maybe.
like
Maybe.
not like go after you anyway. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. Well, you should have stolen something. She wouldn't have gone after you.
Maybe she would have maybe she would have called the cops though
You know, you,
for a bag of chips.
nah, who cares?
Oh,
No, no, I was
oh.
talking about the cash register. Nah, but
Do you know what
yeah,
that
you didn't know I was
means?
packing heat that night?
I feel like that's something
I had a
sexual.
gun. No, that means I had a gun. You
That's not
dirty-minded
something
freak.
that
Misogynistic, racist freak. Not loner, emo person. Transgender, scared, tiger loving. Oh,
oh
yeah,
no.
did you watch the Tiger King? Yeah, it was all right. I saw a few episodes, so with my dad and you, sister, separately from each other.
I was gonna watch it and then I saw
It was
how like
okay.
long it was and I didn't want to anymore.
I recommend it. Just make sure your siblings are away. Um, it's on Netflix, of course, everyone knows. If you guys watch Tiger King, leave your opinions in
Maybe
the
I will watch
comments.
it and then we could like have a whole discussion on it.
And we could, yeah, absolutely. That's one thing. That's another episode idea. Speaking of ideas, I think it's time
Uh-huh.
to close out this podcast episode. So, thank you guys for listening and goodbye.